Senator Royce West Leadership Academy. Trustee Henry, Trustee Johnson, thank you for your leadership. Dr. Stephanie Alexander, the school board, all of our elected officials. It's a privilege indeed for us to celebrate on this moment. Can you imagine a 14-year-old, tall, slender young man walking down the halls of this school, having dreams of what God could do in his life? Who would have imagined that while he was matriculating through this school, that one day, down the road, God would make those dreams a reality? It is fitting that on this Black History Month, we think about so many heroes of our past, upon which whose shoulders we stand. We think about all of those individuals, decades and years before, to which we celebrate on this month. We get the joy to celebrate another hero, another legend, another milestone, another history maker, right before our very eyes. For 32 years, Senator West has poured his heart and soul into this community. For 32 years, he's gone to Austin to fight for legislation to make sure this whole matter of justice is served best in his own backyard and community. All of us that know Senator West know that he takes this work personally. It's not something that he does for status. He does it because he feels called by God to be able to make an impact in the same neighborhoods in which he grew up in. So we celebrate Senator West. I remember on so many occasions watching his work, whether it was around public education, higher education, whether it was around jobs or transportation. We always knew we had someone that would stand tall and represent us well in Austin and across this country. So Senator West, we thank you for when we were working around criminal justice reform. He was the one that led the way to get legislation to get body-worn cameras by all law enforcement. It was him who led the way to make sure there was in-car videos. He worked diligently to make that happen. If that wasn't enough, he also understood the importance of economic impact. So he worked with historically underutilized businesses to make sure they had economic opportunities to gain procurement and contracts with the state. It was him that when we needed job fairs, he would connect employers to bring them to Southern Dallas so we connect some of the talented individuals in our community with the opportunities that they need. And we cannot only talk about that, but the work we've already mentioned about what he's done with education. We cannot deny the incredible work and leadership he provided, helping to bring UNT Dallas right to our neighborhoods. The work that he did to help put a new law school right in downtown Dallas. And the work that he's done to advocate for public school financing. John Lewis called it good trouble. Senator West has been involved in good trouble for a long time. He understands the importance of justice and equity. He's put in the work. And so today, as we stand in this sacred place, we are here today to celebrate a leader that God can use. But God always has a purpose where he raises up people because he has a specific call and a purpose and a mission on their lives. Senator West represents just that. God has picked him, God has positioned him, and God has empowered him to do the work which we've been able to watch and witness. So today, Senator West, we want to say thank you for answering the call and being an instrument in the hands of God in this season. Thank you for being wise like Solomon. Thank you for being a fighter like David. Thank you for being strategic like Nehemiah. Thank you for being a liberator like Moses. Thank you for being fearless like Jeremiah. Thank you for being bold like Deborah. Thank you for being tenacious like Paul. And thank you for being courageous like John the Baptist. We honor you today. And we celebrate you today for your labor of love on behalf of our community. May every child that walks down these halls, walks through this school, be inspired by the legacy of leadership that you have displayed and you continue to display. We celebrate you today, Senator Royce West.